And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
He didn't even think about it. He's like, oh, fuck. He had to think so hard, dude. Heyo, beautiful people. How are you today? Let me know in the comments down below. Welcome to part 1 of Endwalker. It was really hard not to say part 62 of Shadowbringers. So we're on early access, obviously, and on PS5 and all that. And as you can see, new summoner stuff is there. And I messed around with it a bit already. I really like it. It's just gonna take some getting used to, but it actually feels really good. The only thing that I think I'm not a huge fan of is mostly the energy drain takes forever to get back, but I get, and like the Ruin Force stuff, but I kind of do like it. It's just gonna take getting used to. Plus, all the summon stuff you can do now. So let's go ahead and do this. The next ship to sail. Alphino is feeling the need to take stock. Shosov, do you have some time to talk? Oh, that reminds me, I wanted to explain what I'll explain after this about Shosov's hair change. I would like to gather everyone in Dawn's Respite and together assess the situation in which we find ourselves. Well, basically, after everything that's happened, he has not had time to cut his hair, so he grew his hair out, is essentially, the simplified version of what happened. Let us take stock of the facts, shall we? The crisis at hand began with the sudden appearance of ominous towers in a multitude of locations throughout the world. We have since learned that said structures were brought into being by an organization known as the Telepheroi. The Telepheroi's stated purpose is to recreate the final days of eons past, an apocalyptic event that would result in the destruction of all we hold dear. Already have these towers of theirs been the cause of untold suffering. Give me 1 second. I'll move my camera for cutscenes and stuff. You guys can actually read the text. Because I don't think I have closed captions. I have auto captions on, but I want to make sure people can read this, and I have the text bigger, so it is getting blocked. Countless innocents kidnapped and imprisoned, their faith perverted for primal summonings. And unless we find a way to deal with the corruptive aura surrounding the spires, we can't even get close enough to rescue anyone. Those shielded with the blessing of light seem able to resist being tempered, at least. But after what happened to Arnvald and Fordola, we need to be very, very careful about how we proceed. Yet while these threats close to home are of paramount concern, we mustn't lose sight of the situation in Garlemald. As you know, the Telepheroi are under the leadership of Fandaniel and one other delightful fellow, Xenos Ye Galvis, the Crown Prince and our dear friend. To date, he's reclaimed his old body, murdered Emperor Varus, and plunged Garlemald into an even deeper pit of chaos. The capital has probably seen the worst of it. For a good while there, it saw the bloodiest fighting in the War of Succession, but that has since changed and in troubling ways. Aye, during our reconnaissance, the air was not once rent by the banking of cannons or the cries of discord. It was an eerie fog of silence which did blanket that ruined city. The inhabitants appeared to have been tempered, with nary a word spoken, like they labored to transform. Did they labor to transform the palace into a soaring edifice born of nightmares? If they were indeed made thralls, it seems safe to assume that these events, too, were orchestrated by the Telepheroi. An army of primals is awful enough, but in light of recent developments, I fear it is only the prelude to an even greater catastrophe. We need to devise a means to counter this threat, and quickly, before our allies are overwhelmed. We will find a way in Sharlayan, I'm sure of it. Oh shit, we're going right to Sharlayan, I guess? Master Fortunaut's comments regarding the final days were curious to say the least. The Forum knows more than it is letting on. Sorry to interrupt. We just received word from Mistress Kryl. She says that arrangements for your visit have been finalized. Yeah, we're just jumping right into it. You're to head to Limsa Lominsa and board the next ship bound for Sharlayan. And on arrival, all the music, present yourselves as associates of the students of Baldesion. Come to assist with the Order's restoration. And Graha's excited. Oh, the music! The arrangements may be settled, but what of your thoughts? They must race at the prospect of returning home after so long. The music! I am eager to see it, of course. Of course. We should set off at once. Then I'll accompany you to the docks. You need at least one person there to wave and cry and to wish you a safe journey. This music is so good. Can't wait to hear the new quest accept, which we'll hear in a second. Bum, 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 bum. Oh my god, it's so good. Everyone's here, which is good because I've already paid for your passage, and the fee is non-refundable. The ship for Sharlayan should be pulling into port soon, so please follow me and have all of your luggage close at hand. Let's go. I'll try to keep my camera up here. Or fixing my socks. Try to keep the camera up here for cutscenes and talking to NPCs, but in the dungeon I'll leave it. And I got my chat closed. We don't have to worry about that. What a ragtag group of friends we have here.
We've almost finished loading our cargo. We should be ready to depart right on schedule, or so I'm told.
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
It's funny. Master Louis Soir came here on a ship very much like this one.
Uh-oh, they're looking back on stuff.
And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
Cute.
Aye. 'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's whims are brought into sharp relief. Thou hast matured much in the intervening years.
Oh yeah.
Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louis Soir of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
He tried to mug him. Well, pickpocket him.
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
Oh, that pose. Well, this is so good already. I'm just having a good time.
Will this be your first visit to Sharlayan, Sir Estinian? Sir Estinian?
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
I, merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
Alpha, no.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company. Or I'll be forced to respond in kind, little Lord Alphino.
You've made your point, Estinian. Painfully well.
Little Lord Alphino.
Better.
I love the relationship between these two, even though they haven't been around each other that much. It's just nice to see them again, all together.
Right, Tataru? You seem positively distraught.
Distraught? Me? Don't be silly. I think it's lovely that they get to see their homeland. It's just, we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hell-bent on destroying the world. And once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends.
Oh, Tataru. I'll bring them back safe and sound. I promise.
I'll hold you to that.
I'm not a huge fan of the fact that that was even dialogue.
Ah, good. You're still here.
Oh. Ori Boulder.
Hori! Kultine! What brings you all this way?
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before heading to the tower. Flamine and the others wish you all a safe journey and promise that they'll look after things here until you return. We will too, of course. Aye, we, your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn, will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
We're set to sail! All aboard for Charlian!
A lot of people actually going.
Then we must delay no longer. We will contact you the moment we learn aught of value. Wish us luck.
Have a safe journey, and please, please, be careful.
Sorry, my whole setup got like shifted or something.
And so you venture forth unto the unknown. A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future
So Emmett's narrating?
undefined and in flux. In uncertain times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice. That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end. Treasure every moment, every step of your descent. And there, in the depths where souls and stars rest, find your truth.
All right. Definitely foreboding. I'd ask my partner something. I was just asking what made them laugh earlier, and it was the little Lord Alphino. All ethereal answers.
Heyo. Feel. Think.
I'm the warrior of light, and I have to sit on the floor. I couldn't help myself, sorry.
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser. Though we're hardly alone in that. Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt.
And this is like the beginning of Realm Reborn. I think the twins were like resting on each other, weren't they? Or at least were sitting next to each other. I don't know if they were asleep.
Called out to you, you say? I've heard nothing myself. In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Charlian should be coming into view at any moment.
I'm not ready for this shit. It like only hit me that Endwalker was coming out today, like on Sunday. God, I love Grahatia's outfit. the one lady just lounging with so much space around her. Why is my character taking? I guess to be fair, I'm like that when I don't know the place I'm in. Oh, hello. Heidelin or Venat or Venat, however you pronounce it, or anything else. We'll see.
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad. Hear, feel, think. And thus do we meet face to face at last. My warrior of light, guided by the crystal.
Oh, it is just Heidelin. That's crazy. That's what I thought, but the mask was throwing me off. I can trust your words no longer. I have to say that one because we found out she's a primal. I can trust your words no longer.
You have visited the first. You have every right to say that.
Okay, I'm not trying to make light of the situation, but I have to note she's got like Mass Effect 1 femshep neck. I just realized. Not bad, it's just long.
Understanding of what I truly am, what Heidelin has always been, a primal. Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world, and I was brought forth to bind him. Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield. Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid. Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms, monumental, which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Cast your peepers to the fore, folks. Sharlian's just over yonder.
God damn, this is cool as fuck! Sorry.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land.
Yeah.
We shall meet again, and soon.
I really won't be surprised if Heidelin ends up somehow being the final boss, but we'll see what happens. I assume it will just be Zodiac. Sorry, that whole monologue just like, oh fuck, I had to let that shit out of my system.
Oh, what a fine morning. Oh, still a bit stiff though.
That noise, oh!
And a good morning to you too. Taking a look at the island already?
No, not yet.
Then let's go. Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
Oh, we're gonna see Charlie for the first time with the twins. That's really cute. Or I guess with everybody, but still, I didn't see everybody was up. Ow! Punched my table.
Have arisen. There she is. Good old Sharlian.
Oh, I see it.
I mean, we've seen the city, but it's different getting to, like, experience it. Fuck me, I'm about to happy cry and shit already.
Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes, but we'll manage on our own, if we must.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you? Indeed, 'tis as Sir Estinian saith. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side, I prithee.
Thank you, my friends. We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Sharlayan proper. There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
God damn it, Y'Cholla's voice actor is so good. They're all so good, dude. Is my character looking at Sharlayan, or is he looking at the moon, actually? He looked kind of high up. Yeah, he's looking at the moon. Moon's haunted. Click, click. Not that I'm playing Machinist. Oh, damn it. Stop. Fuck. I can't. We just started, dude. I can't start crying already. Fuck.
Sharlayan, the solitary island nation of the northern seas. Where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands. How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Alamegan soil. So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
Music's nice if that's the town theme. Old Sharlayan.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next then? Entry applications?
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
Hasn't Sharlayan all but severed relations with foreign powers? Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
'Tis true that, as a nation, Sharlayan only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders, especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge. If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
May.
May.
Quite. So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed. The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Sharlayan's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scions. Kral has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian, and our ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration.
Understood.
Grahatia, it might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
Of course. The immigration officers were this way, as I recall. Shall we?
So a few of them have been to Sharlayan besides Grahatia. It sounded like at least Thancred and Urianger and Y'Cholla have. Or at least it just sounds like Y'Cholla has. I'm not 100%. But obviously Grahati has been here.
Greetings. We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry applications?
Yeah, the tattoo.
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
I am. Grahat here of the Students of Baldassian at your service. I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today.
She was like, okay.
And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Ishtola rule.
It'd be so cool if your class quest people show up at any point, so Ishtola's sister could show up for me, Mitra. That'd be sick. That's probably not gonna happen.
See how it glows. That list is etherically linked with the citizen registry kept in the main repository.
Ooh, that's cool.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home. Now, who do we have here?
Are they not going to mention that they're the Levier twins? They might have made up a name?
Alphino Leveilleur.
No.
And Alize Leveilleur.
You're banned. She's just like, oh, Dad, I'm sorry, you're fucking banned. Your dad told everybody.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that, the streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny. And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough already.
Respectful. I get it. That's a not horrible answer.
Keep that in mind.
These last two are not Sharlayan natives, but you will find their credentials are in order. An application was made in advance.
If that is the Sharlayan, old Sharlayan theme, I like it a lot. It's simple, but it's really good.
Name and occupation?
Oh, the piano! Champion of Eorzea! We gotta go with the adventurer. Shosav Oshidari, adventurer by trade.
An adventurer. Well, I suppose that is considered a valid calling in your native Eorzea. And it does indeed match the profile provided. You may
Although even the application sent forward for us that Ryle did was like, adventurer.
And you, sir?
What if Estinian's just like, I'm Estinian Warmblood. I am the Dragon Slayer.
Estinian Valino, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Hey, that's pretty much what I said. No, but...
Formally, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
He didn't even think about it. He's like, oh, fuck. He had to think so hard, dude.
If you'll allow me...
I wonder who it could be. Fucking Estinian just...
My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Mistress Baldassian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
I have every confidence in my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your concern.
God damn it, I love Kryle's cute just fucking adorable. I love that she probably came running and she's like, I forgot to write down his profession and tell him. Or she just forgot to tell him to say mercenary. That was great.
It is good to see you.
I can't get over Estinian's just... That face was great.
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding, you all seem none the worse for wear. There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we?
This shit was awesome, dude.
Oh. Welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
Yeah! I can't wait till this place is more welcoming.
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Well, I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
This is good shit. So is this the town theme? It's very cute. Well, this is the night theme, I guess, right? I'm glad I spotted your ship coming into port. The officers are born bureaucrats and sticklers for detail. In any case, you may relax and take a moment to get your land legs back. Goddamn! The epicness of the quest acceptance. Old Sharlayan new to you. We'll leave it to the localization team. Kryle sweeps the Scions with a speculative look. It can't be voiced again already. Yeah, I was like, they don't have that much budget. I had thought to launch directly into an explanation of what I've learned and how we might proceed. But this is Shosov and Estinian's first time in Sharlayan, and for the rest of you, a homecoming that was long overdue. You must have places you wish to visit and people you're dying to see. Therefore, I propose we postpone our agenda so that you all may have sufficient time to recover from your journey and get your bearings in the city. Once you've settled in, we can reconvene at the Baldasian Annex. How does that sound? It is a fine suggestion. We may not be welcome at the Levier estate as such, but I should like to nose around the neighborhood all the same. Oh, no, that'd be cute if they just go to the same places, which they probably will. I am equally untethered, as it were. There is no particular place that my kin call home. Still, I would not pass up the opportunity to reacquaint myself with the city. Likewise, a quick tour of our old haunts might even yield some useful gossip. If I don't remember anything and or fuck up character backstories, excuse my bad memory. The annex was west of the Aetherite Plaza, wasn't it? I shall join you there soon, anon. Yes, we'll see you there. Oriange, you good? I too have places I would be remiss in not visiting forthwith. By thy leave. What of you, Estinian? My services as a guide are yours for the asking. That won't be necessary. Until we reconvene, I prefer to wander as the wind takes me. But I could... Oh. She wanted to give him a tour. I will take the tour. Well, Raha, would you like to join us then? You've been gone for quite a while, and this would be the perfect way to refresh those dusty old memories of yours. Oh, of course, if you will have me. Come, Shosov. Sharlayan awaits. Yeah, because he technically has the memories of, you know, the other him, technically, so it's been a while. Like a literal, 100 years, a while. After you, my friend. I am more than content to follow your lead. Grahatia is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave Grahatia behind by entering a different area using the Ethernet or by putting too much distance between you. Why the fuck? You can also speak with Grahatia and select the option to part ways. If you wish to have Grahatia accompany you again, return and speak with him at the original location. While Grahatia is accompanying you, next try speaking with Cryle. Is he actually following me? It's like Pokemans! It's like Pokemans! What's up, Graha? Can I even attune to this? Okay, cool. So anyway, I just wanted to do that really quick and also examine the fact, Scholar's Harbor, that he's just vibing. All right, let's talk to Cryle. All set? Then let us be on our way. Our first stop, amusingly enough, will be the last stand. It's a cafe on the west side of the harbor. Cryle is now accompanying you. Lead your two companions to the last stand. Speak with Cryle. Okay. While you are accompanied, you may encounter conversation points along... Okay. Enter the glowing area. Enjoy exploring your surroundings together. That's cute. Are they actually both... Aw. Hey, what's up, friends? Damn, Charlene looks good, baby. It looks fantastic. Oh, hey. Now that is a sight one could hardly forget. The great statue of Thalia. I don't know how to pronounce that. As a student of Baldessian, I was usually quartered on the Isle of Val, but I would gaze upon the scholar's wise features every time I returned by ship to the city. This path leading out towards the sea is known as the Thalia Stoa. I thought that said Shoah. So named for the statue of the scholar which stands at its end. As you know, the Sharlayan people prize the accumulation of wisdom above all else. Thus, when Thaliak was chosen as our patron deity, it was more a matter of pragmatism than belief, in alignment of principles, as it were. We may have honored him with a rather impressive sculpture, yes, but our faith is not so restricted as that of, say, the Ishgarians. Individual Sharlayans can, and do, worship the divinities, my brain couldn't say it, of their choosing. Oh, the day theme! Oh, the day theme! And here we are, the last stand. I have mentioned this before, but although our research into nutrition and food preparation is quite extensive, the average Sharlayan tends to regard seasoning and flavor with a certain indifference. So it's Ohio. Shut up! How can I put this? The food is, it's bland. As encapsulated by our infamous Archon loaf. Oh yeah, the stuff that, like, was literally almost impossible to eat, but they all loved it. The prevailing sentiment towards cuisine is dietary value first and taste a distant second. Where's the paprika? There was one pupil at the studium, however, who could stomach the school's insipid meals no longer. So he quit his lessons and poured all his savings into building a proper eatery. And so the last stand came to be. It is, as the name implies, the sole dedicated outpost of fine dining in Sharlayan, the one and only bastion of the culinary arts in an isle of otherwise a mediocre fare. I seem to recall their burger being hailed as one of the more impressive items on the menu, not that I ever had the pleasure of eating one myself. Because you were a typical Sharlayan when it came to cheap and convenient, Raha, but surely Tataru has since taught you how to appreciate a well-prepared dish. We should all stop in when time permits and sample the cafe's delights. And shall we press on? The stairs to the side of the cafe there will take us up to the Aetheryte Plaza. That was very cute. In unusual shape, isn't it? I assure you, however, that it's a perfectly functioning Aetheryte. Remember to attune yourself before we move on. I already did that, Cryle! Now, being the diligent tour guide that I am, I should make mention of the Confluence, a research facility located on this very plaza. Its much vaunted discoveries are the reason Sharlayan stands at the forefront of teleportation technology. In deciphering the underlying maybe that's how we get to the moon. Underlying principles of Allegan Aetherites, it allowed us to understand and reconstruct what was essentially a lost art. And off we go to our next destination. Our path leads northeast to the Agora, Sharlayan's largest marketplace. Where everyone's gonna AFK. Do you mind if I browse the shelves for a moment? There might be some hidden gems I've yet to read. Only a moment. How optimistic. Feel free to browse all you like, but we won't wait around for you. Perhaps I'll return here later then. Oh, Grata! These little open-air bookstalls are so uniquely Sharlayan, I'd always thought them a common sight until I visited other nations. Aw, that's cute. The lore fun! It's fun! Welcome to the Agora, where you can find wares made in Sharlayan as well as a wide selection of imported goods. They also used to sell questionable prototypes from the various research institutes, but I think that practice has thankfully died out, for the most part. Otherwise, I can think of no better place to stock up for your next big adventure. Am I overselling it? On a more serious note, the next stop on our tour is one which has particular relevance to our ultimate purpose here. We must head back to the Aetheryte Plaza, follow the path north, then climb the stairs up to that imposing building at the very top. So Cryo just made a fucking pun? These little decorative features are typical of Sharlayan architecture. Aside from the research wing, our headquarters on the Isle of Val were rather simple and rustic by comparison. This is the Nifeum, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, an area dedicated to the blessings of water. For Sharlayans, water represents more than a life-sustaining liquid. It is a reminder of the great flood which precipitated the birth of our nation, as well as a symbol of the knowledge which flows from Thaliak's divine Ula. This is the reason you see an abundance of fountains throughout the city, and a prosperity for utilizing water as a decorative feature in our architecture. Lore! This grand structure before you is the Rostra. The name refers to the original public platform erected here upon which a forum of elected representatives would deliver orations and debate policy. Orations? Although the stage has since evolved into council chambers, the nature of the forum and the duties of its members remain largely unchanged. Am I boring you, Raha? You seem awfully distracted. My apologies. From here one can see the entire city spread out below. The vista put me in mind of my arrival in the first. Those who had gathered at the Crystal Tower asked me how they might go about building a new home. Naturally, my answers were all inspired by my knowledge of the finest settlement I could think of, the great city of Sharlayan. And bit by bit, those few buildings grew into a town, a community, the Crystarium. I can almost see its echo. I see. Feel free to come up here whenever you wish. I don't think the counselors would object to you simply enjoying the view. Such memories should be treasured. For now, however, the tour must go on. Our spectacle of sightseeing concludes with the fittingly named Journey's End. Walk down the stairs to the east and continue straight ahead. Aw man, the day theme is really good though. We've arrived at Journey's End. History tells us that this was where those who put ashore with Archon Nyankrumph built their first homes. In the present day, it serves as the residential district for the most important officials and the oldest Sharlayan families. You'll see that one mansion is clearly larger than its neighbors. That estate belongs to our friends from House Levier. All things considered, we should probably keep our distance for the time being. And with that, we bring our little Sharlayan tour to a close. I hope it has proven to be an entertaining and enlightening experience. Now, shall we head directly to the Baldasian Annex? That was a bad sneeze. I'm glad I muted myself. I would have muted it anyway, but you know what I mean. You remember the way, don't you, Raha? Let me think. We head down towards the harbor, across the bridge to our right, then follow the path below the Aetheryte Plaza. Correct. After you, Shosal. I guess I'll get there when I get there. I'm gonna go attack House Levier's crystal, though. It's mine. As the joyous look on Raha's face has undoubtedly informed you, this is the Baldasian Annex. If you continue up the hill, you'll arrive on the doorstep of the phenomenon. But I think we've explored enough for one day. We can take you there another time. Inside with you, then. Sorry, I cannot find my phone. I'm back, and I've brought Shosov and Raha with me. Ah, you were right about the ship then. Hello, Graha, it's nice to see you again. And it's a pleasure to finally meet you, Shosov. I've heard many a tale of your exploits. Ojika? Ojika Sunjika? Sunjika, it's been an age. Allow me to introduce Ojika Sunjika, Administration Office for the Students of Baldasian. He oversees the day-to-day business of the Annex. You may recall meeting his cousin Ejika? Oh yes, Eureka, I've read the initial reports, quite a shock to hear what has become of the Isle. Do take care if you have the opportunity to rejoin the expedition. Is that dial only there if you've gone into Eureka? That's cute. This place is like a second home for the students. The Isle of Val served as our main headquarters, of course, but we often had occasion to visit Sharlayan, whether to make use of the city's research facilities, attend conferences, or procure supplies from distant shores. And the annex here was built to provide lodgings for our members while we engaged in such activities. Ever since our former headquarters, along with the isle itself, vanished, the annex has served as our base of operations, and yet it feels so empty. With so many lost to us, our organization is a shell of its former self. A day will come when we will see the students rise again. But first, we must ensure that the Telephroi fall. Through that door on the left is the main hall, where we can discuss our options moving forward. Once everyone arrives, that is, you probably have time to rest before your discussions begin in earnest. So is this like our inn? I wasn't asking you. I've had private quarters prepared for you in the Andron, so please feel free to make yourself at home. You're ahead of me, Corin, you motherfucker. Fucking Graha. Oh, the nap rooms. Perfect for an afternoon doze. The nap rooms. Graha's an old man, so of course he calls it a nap room. Oh, I didn't mean to give you the wrong impression. The chambers are quite well appointed. Far more so than some cheap roadside inn, you may be assured. And 'twas simply that we were often so busy with research, or exhausted from journeys abroad, that we would slip into the Andron and just to steal a few winks. And thus they became known amongst the students as nap rooms, even if many such naps might last well into the following morning. Say the word and I'll be happy to show you to your chamber. Hopefully the others won't be too long in coming. I'll wait for you all in the main hall. Alright, thank you. Neat. Feeling refreshed and alert, our colleagues should be wandering in soon, so I suggest we stay here and wait for them to join us. Be voiced, my throat, please. I'm just tired.
Pray forgive me. I was delayed.
I wonder where Urianger was.
Urianger. We're all here now.
Let's get down to business then, shall we? Come what may, we must prevent the Telephoros' plans from coming to fruition. At present, I see two paths for gathering the information which may aid us in achieving that goal. The first involves an investigation into the change which has come over Sharlayan, not to mention the recent inscrutable behavior of the Forum. As most of you know, the 99 members of the Forum are elected from the general populace. This alone guarantees a plethora of opinion with regards to foreign policy. The bibliotheques, for example, are a group of conservatives which would have Sharlayan focus on recording history, while remaining entirely uninvolved in the making of it. And at the other extreme, we have advocates for proactive diplomacy and direct intervention. My grandfather Galef was one such member, as was Archon Louisois. Yet despite our diverse factions and philosophies, the recent vote to deny Eorzea's request for assistance was unanimous.
Oof.
Even more concerning was the fact that many cited other, more pressing duties as justification for their recalcitrance.
Recalcitrance?
Fortuno's refusal in Gridania had those same undertones. 'Twas as if, having stared unblinking into the face of impending doom, it simply turned away to pursue something more important.
Yeah.
But what could that possibly be?
What a line.
A mystery indeed, and one which I ask for your help to solve. Our future may depend on it.
What a line, though. Looked into the face of certain doom and just turned away.
As for our second potential path, it concerns a request made directly to the students of Baldessian. Our organization was founded primarily to study strange and unexplained phenomena the world over. Mysterious relics and ruins, arcane disturbances, and so forth. Compared to our more isolationist Sharlayan colleagues, we have strong connections overseas, namely with scholars and academics who share our passion for the unknown. The request in question comes from one such acquaintance, Nadana, an alchemist residing in distant Thavnair.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
The sudden appearance of a tower and the subsequent
Of
summoning
Zot?
of what I can only assume is a lunar primal. In response to this threat, the satrap of Radzat-Han, the individual who governs the city-state, has instructed the alchemists to find a means to deal with the spire.
The artisans of that land are heirs to an ancient tradition, one rather unlike that of their Uldan counterparts. It is possible, nay, probable, that they have gleaned truths unattainable by Eorzea or her Far Eastern allies.
They do, in fact, appear to have a strategy in mind, though it will require further research. To that end, they have requested an introduction to a capable warrior shielded by the blessing of light.
Assuming we divide our forces to pursue both of Kral's lines of inquiry, then having you join the group heading to Thavnair would seem the obvious choice. But the investigation in Sharlayan is of vital importance as well. Equal, I think, to the Thavnarian one, given that the fate of the world may hinge on the results of both.
So we're gonna split up, probably?
Yes, it is quite the quandary. Though it is a great imposition and an altogether too common one, our efforts would be more likely to succeed were you to lead the charge on both fronts.
I can handle it.
You are indeed our champion. As to which task to tackle first, we will defer to your decision. Let us next decide how everyone else might best be assigned. As for myself, I shall continue what I've begun in Sharlayan. I should also like to steal the services of an Archon or two.
And thereby gain access to a greater range of reading material. I will help with that.
Allow me to offer my assistance. I have some small amount of experience in the field of research.
Alice and I would also like to help, if you would have us.
Anything to understand even a fraction of what our father and the Forum might be thinking.
Of course, the more the merrier.
Right. The rest of us will make the journey to Thavnair. Thoughts? Objections?
I passed through Thavnair on my way to infiltrate the Empire, and though I'm not qualified to give a guided tour, I did gain a sense of where things lie.
I'll be happy to have you along then. So for this group, it will be you, me, and Urianger.
Give me a moment afterwards, and I'll supply you with all the details of Nadana's request. Consider this hall our rendezvous point once our respective tasks are complete. May our investigations prove fruitful.
So do I have to choose, like, when I went to go see Alice and Alphino, and I can only do one? Well, I mean, I can have the quest, right? Or was that just the way the dialogue sounded? I think we're just going to Thavnair, right? Music. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll go to Thavnair first, because I want to see all the new areas that I can. What are we getting? Amra Lassi, it's food? Cool. For Thavnair bound. Thancred is eager to set forth for Thavnair. I have Kryle's instructions in hand. If you're ready to set out, then so will we. Having been to Thavnair before, I can travel by Aetheryte, but one of the rest of you, another sea voyage would waste time we do not have. Cryon was of the same mind and has already secured the aid of the good folk of the Confluence. We'll take ourselves there. Confluence, thou sayest? I'm afraid so, my friend. What's going on, Urianger? Thou wilt recall the hunt for Isa, unto whose sanctuary we delivered thee owing to the knowledge of our comrade, Moonbreeder. Moonbreeder was an authority on etherology, a field of study she did embark upon in pursuit of her parents' example. Uh-oh. Both are authorities in their own right, and both are researchers at the Confluence. Aw. Haven't you gone to see them yet? I attempted to do so earlier, but to my shame my courage failed me at the last, as it hath the many times I thought to reach out to them after sending that fateful letter. Aw, Urianger. Neither time nor introspection have revealed unto me the words I should speak, and thus have I kept my silence. Whether you come with us or no, is your choice and yours alone. It is too difficult. If it is too difficult, we'll manage. Thou art kind to say so, but I have no intention of forsaking our cause. I shall go to the Confluence, and I shall face that which hath long been overdue. If it's settled, then let us be off. When we arrive, we should look for a researcher named Kaita? Oh, Urianger, don't make me feel things right now, you bitch. Well now, this was rather a lot of stone faces. Are my library books overdue again? Not to our knowledge. We're associates of Kryl and students of Baldesion. We seek passage to Thavne and understand that you can assist us. Oh, the test subjects! Welcome, welcome! Test subjects? Oh, you hadn't heard? Well, then allow me to explain. So in order to travel to an aetheryte, you ordinarily need to be attuned to it beforehand. Otherwise, you can't use it as a beacon to seek out while you're a mess of ether hurtling along the live stream. I thought they said art. An inconvenient but incontrovertible imitation of aetheryte teleportation. But what if I were to tell you that there's a way to travel to an aetheryte without being attuned to it? A way to teleport instantly to places you've never been. For long years, we've labored to make such travel possible, that people might move about more freely. And we've finally done it. We've created a new kind of aetheryte that doesn't require attunement. Truly, that changes everything. Well, my language may have been a bit misleading. The user need not attune to these aetherytes, but the aetherytes themselves must have been pre-attuned to each other, thereby facilitating travel between the 2 points. But it just so happens that our first test pair of aetherytes, one has been installed here at Sharlayan, and the other in, oh my god, Yillamad, a port town in Thavne. As you may know, our nation has long maintained strong ties with Radzatan, and indeed we owe much of this breakthrough to the contributions of their alchemists. So to sum it up, we're to test those aetherytes. How fortuitous for you. I should mention that an accident has impaired my ability to channel ether. Will this be a problem? Not at all. As a matter of fact, you might say these aetherytes were made for people like your good self. The magics imbued within will whisk you away without any effort on your part. A veritable dream come true. And far be it for me to worry about such things, but do we have permission to make use of your shiny new invention? The only permission required is yours, so assuming you're willing, we're all set. It may come as a surprise, but we actually struggle to find test subjects. Most people seem to have an unreasonable fear of their souls gradually disintegrating as they drift helplessly in the live stream, in the statistically unlikely event that something goes awry. But it's plain that you aren't most people. Mistress Kryl truly knows how to pick 'em. And the thumbs up after saying that. We'll be fine, right? If I might change the subject. Master Wolfson and Mistress Blowweeder are not present today. Oh, you didn't hear? They've recently resigned their posts. Their expertise was needed elsewhere. A large-scale project helmed by the Forum itself, as I understand, but I'm not privy to the details. I see. Any other questions? No? Then let's get going before you change your minds, please. See to the preparations and head out to your preparations. Head outside to the Aetheryte Plaza. I'll be along shortly. Well, hopefully we don't go through an 80s music video, essentially. Makes me think of that one gag in American Dad where they're going through a bunch of stuff while Stan's high as a kite and Jeff's just like, "You're a good person!" Oh, I wonder what she actually sounds like.
Right, we're all set.
Not even close to what I was trying to emulate.
Just the four of you, was it?
Oh, she's like super English.
I'm already attuned to the crystal in Thavnair.
You are? Oh. I would have preferred more test subjects.
She sounds great, though.
Oh, well, never mind. If our three travelers could line up here, please.
I was doing like a Cockney kind of accent. I love the, you could go first, Thancred. Shosov's looking back like, please don't let this destroy me.
Yes, right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether. Oh, and one last thing. You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness. Good luck!
What?
What? Fucking Thancred. What? Bro, you gotta go to Thavnair first because of Thancred, okay? Like, right when he teleports, this shit is funny as fuck, okay? Also, Thavnair is where the dungeon is. That's why I went there first. I think it's like Alphino and Ali say in Shadowbringers. And you have to do both first, and then you'll go back to Thavnair, you know? But I'd rather just get the area done first, you know what I'm saying? Plus, it's a new area. I want it in the video.
Home to city-state Rads at Han. Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between two peoples. Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy. Once solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay for a time.
Oh, the music!
Now across this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have?
Oh no. Oh! Oh no!
What chance?
Snean's like, what happened? Oh no, all three of us. Oh my god, dude! Oriante is dead!
Against such an insidious foe.
That is Eorzea's ass. Well, Thavnair's beautiful and the music sounds really good. Figure we can see both areas for the first video. We probably won't get to the dungeon until the second video, but, you know. Thancred. Oriante. Oh no, was this worth it? I mean, I guess it was still way faster. Why is Oriante like crying in a corner?
I've seen fairer faces after a bout of bad shellfish.
Oof. Sorry if I just blew all over my mic on accident.
Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
Goddamn, I love all these voices. They're all so perfectly cast. The slow
with Kryle's instructions.
What?
Don't let a Stinian roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
What? Like, he just buys shit? No, I've got to stop him. Well, I was gonna say we, but... Alright, I've got to summon my strength. I can do this! I love that the motivation for our character to get the fuck up isn't saving the world. It's to go stop a Stinian. You man... You managed to will yourself to your feet. But given your condition, will you be able to reach a Stinian in time? Why is this shit so funny? Corin, you fucking oh, I'm dying. Corin, you have to go to Thavnair first, dude. You have to. Oh my god, no! Where is he? Where are they? No! The Stinian! What the fuck? Oh, I found him. Oh, thank God. No! Okay, I'm good. You there? I need 3 drinks, something that helps with ether sickness. Well, by the Manuzia Traveler. Greetings and welcome. You are wise, good sir. Oh no, you're gonna haggle the shit out of him to come to me. My special amrelasi, made with only the finest and freshest ingredients, is famed for calming unruly bellies. By way of a warm welcome to Thavnair, I'm pleased to offer it to you for the low, low price of 19,800 gil. But not 1, not 2, but 3 bottles. A bargain amongst bargains. The price is high road robbery, and you want to say as much to a Stinian. But you realize any words of warning you cry out would be accompanied by your last meal. You must stand before a Stinian and, using gestures, deny that the deal is fair. No, Stinian! Oh, I thought you could barely stand. What do you need to tell me that's so urgent? Wait, I shouldn't buy the lassie. This merchant is swindling me. What? Sincerest apologies, sir, but I appear to have my prices confused. It's actually 1,890 gil for 3 bottles of lassie. That confusion would have... Wait, what did you see? What? Yeah, dude, it gets even better. That confusion would have been quite costly for both of us. Very well then, your coin. Stinian's like, I would have fucked you up. Here, bottle for each of you. Take them to the others and get some rest. This is great. I'll be back after I've explored the town. No, Stinian. Oriange, here, buddy. Here you go. Stop crying in the corner. Pray, we to the 12. My stomach doth loosen its death grip. My heartfelt thanks to the Stinian, and to the fine fruits of this land. Oh, the music kicking in. You were in time. Excellent. You spared us to Taru's wrath. Here you go. Just drink this. Sweet, sweet relief. If you haven't already, you should have yours too. This is fucking great. Before it ruins my entire life, right? Right. I'm ready to get on with it. That lassie truly worked wonders. Yeah, it did. Back on your feet, I see. Thy hair. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I like it, actually. Aye, I've found it. It is the most I could do against this heat, short of shredding my armor. May I ask where you got the cord for it? A local vendor. The man said it's a Thavnair weave, tough and not easily unraveled. And how much did it cost? 9,400 gil. A steal, I was told. 9,400, right? It says nothing fancy, but I've always valued function over form. That's incredible. I dare say not even Alphino could hold a candle to you. I really want to click. I expected the Azure Dragon to put up more of a fight. I want to click it so bad. I want to click it so bad. It's not uncommon for merchants to set their prices high, but why is it so? Whatever the hell the rest of it was, I read it too haphazardly. I'm inclined to agree with thine assessment. It doth seem excessive, unusually so. Claiming Thavnair as its dominion, the nation of Ranzathan hath long thrived as a hub of commerce. In the beginning, there were Arkasodara, a Matanga tribe indigenous to this island. Over time, they came to be joined by other races, and through their intermingling, a culture rich and distinct did emerge. From alchemy to textiles, the products of Panish culture have come to be celebrated and coveted the world over. A development only aided by the nation's prime location as a waypoint betwixt east and west. All of this hath combined to make a trading power of Ranzathan. Yet such a status cannot be taken for granted. Nay, it must needs be maintained through judicious governance and stringent regulation. Damn it. I'm dying, sorry. Neither of which I see any evidence, given that merchants at a gateway town are free to fleece hapless travelers and tarnish the reputation of the nation at large. Just so, that opportunistic pricing is rampant doth suggest that oversight is much weakened. Or mayhap, the people have fallen upon hard times. Whatever the truth may be, it would be prudent to ascertain the current state of affairs. Prudent and practical, aye. We've not to lose by learning more. So ere we seek out Kryle's acquaintance, shall we see what information we can gather here in, Yeldamad? No idea. Yeldamad? Excellent. We didn't exactly get off to a flying start, but we'll make up for it. Checking how much time I got left, I guess we'll keep going. On low tide. His stomach behaving once more. Thancred is ready to get to work. Can't see anybody. Can't see shit, Captain. Right, let us split up and make inquiries in town. Shosov, the pier is yours. Once we have learned what we can, we regroup by the Aetheryte. Off-putting, though the mere sight of it may be. Alright, let's do this. The crate is laden with fruits, but they are on the verge of spoiling as if they have been left too long. So, hard times. Gazing out from the pier, you spy boats moored off nearby isles with the silhouettes of larger seafaring vessels farther away. Compared to other ports you have visited in the past, there appears to be very little activity. So are they, Garlemald might be like, what is it called, embargoing them. What am I doing? Oh, recording my sales. Still do it daily out of habit, though I don't know why I'd bother. Hardly sell anything these days. Business has never been this terrible, but I suppose things could be even worse. I could have a consortium to keep afloat, like Kazal. I don't envy his position. Better to be alone with my little operation, I've come to realize. You're a traveler by the looks of you. If you have a moment, perhaps you could pay Kazal a visit. He'd be glad for tidings from abroad. Like as not, you'll find him at the Saltwind Sails, the Harbor Guild building across the water from here. Okay, but I gotta find that last thing. Well, now, if it isn't a traveler started quarantining something to me, you're a rare sight in these unsettled times. People have been giving us a wide berth since that accursed tower suddenly appeared on Narunair. If it just stood there and loomed ominously, perhaps things would be fine after a fashion, but no, it had to spawn fell fiends as well. We still have our lives, thanks to the radiant host, but business is as good as dead. What'll become of us, only the gods know. So maybe it's not an embargo, it's just people are scared to come here, I guess. What an Raw? Impossible. I'm kidding. The Dalmaskins aren't coming? But we already have everything they ordered. What are we supposed to do with it? I don't know, but yelling at me isn't going to help. All I know is that their plans have changed, and that's that. Look, you must have known this might happen. The Empire is at war with itself, and the provinces are in chaos. And then there's the tower sitting on our doorstep, spitting out monstrosities. The city has its defenses, but we've been afforded no protection out here. We can't blame foreigners for not wanting to take the risk. But this will be an enormous loss. All right. Forget about the Dalmaskins. Surely some ships are still coming. We have fresh produce, handicrafts, medicines, all the perennial Hannish favorites. Our consortium works closely with merchants and artisans to supply only the finest wares. Quality is guaranteed. I know all these things, Kazal. I do. Which is why I regret to say I have nothing for you. All voyages have been cancelled or indefinitely postponed. That sucks. And you are... Wait, you're a foreigner, are you not? A merchant. Please tell me you're a merchant. I'm sorry, but I'm not. See, that's a shame. I'm sorry, but we're discussing important matters. If you need something, please talk to one of the others. Excuse me. My name is Matsia. I'm here to see Kazal. Oh, it seems he's busy. I'll come back later then. They're cute. I can't wait to work with the view scribes and stuff too. Hey, I mean, you could've... No, I would help. Okay, I gotta go track this guy down now. Yes, can I help you? Ah, I remember seeing you back in the guild. You wanted to speak with Kazal too, didn't you? I'm Matsuya, fisherman of Akiali, a nearby village. I sell my catch to Kazal, who offers it to foreign merchants, but he hasn't bought anything for a while now. When I heard that the consortium had been struggling, I became worried and decided to come and see him. Just as soon as he's free, anyway. He's a hardworking man, and I dare not disturb him. Aw. That's very cute. A fisherman's friend. Matsuya regards you nervously. If I may ask, what is it that you do? I'm actually an adventurer by trade, thank you. An adventurer, you say? And you travel the world helping people? Then that must mean you're great at dealing with strangers. Please, won't you teach me to be like you? Oh, no, he's cute! You see, I've brought some fresh fish with me. The portion I couldn't preserve, and I want to sell them. The problem is I'm terrible with people. I've only ever dealt with Kazal, and I can't talk to customers without getting my trunk in a twist. Cute. So please, as silly as it might sound, will you not peddle the fish in my stead and show me how it's done? Yeah, sure, I can help. Hero of the people and all that. If you're willing, please let me know and we can begin at once. I love this boy, he is precious. The events to follow cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending Duty Finder registrations. You'll do it then. Show me how to deal with customers? I'm in your debt. Right, please try peddling my fish to, shall we say, 3 people here in, Yellabad. I will observe you and learn. Is now accompanying you, blah, blah, blah. You can leave Matsuya behind by entering a different area, putting too much distance between you. If you wish to have Matsuya join you again, return and speak with him at the original location. Hey, it's my partner. It's my partner. Corin. Corin. Hello. Kiss for you. Oh, did you change your glamour? I have shown it. It is in the video. Congrats, it looks good. Wait, if you do that, I gotta do this. Huh? Yes? Fish, fish. I got fish here. Fish straight from your mouth. Greetings, friend. How fare you of late? Greetings to you, too. Suppose I'm well enough given the circumstance. Things have settled down somewhat, but it was utter chaos when that tower first appeared. Everyone grabbing whatever they could, trampling over each other to get to the city. Many remain there for now, but I could not stay away. Had to come back, continue with my life, such as it is. Whether or not it was the right choice, only time will tell. There's no place like home, but don't do anything dangerous, huh? Oh, trust me, I don't. I make sure to keep well clear of the tower, and when more monsters emerge from it, I head to the Radiant Host instruction. Arheed? I hope they deal with it soon, so we can get back to our normal lives. For the days when you could earn as much as you gave, and tuck into a meal satisfying that you did good work. Those days will come again before you know it. Till then, stay safe. You too, friend, and best of luck to us both. Oh shit, I thought it was gonna keep going. Never mind, Sailor, no, the way you established a report was very enlightening. Come, let's find another potential customer. Hey, I thought I had like one more chance. But I misread, I guess. in my brain. My brain misread it. It's fine. A hawker, are you? Do you sell fruit by chance? If so, I want to buy some amra. Let's say a dozen. They don't need to be export quality. What do you need so many amra for? Why, for eating, of course. It may seem like a lot, but of late I go through that much in no time at all. I like this outfit she's got, actually. I'm a stock taker by trade, but with no vessels coming these days, the wares are beginning to pile up. By the same token, nothing is coming in from overseas. Not a day goes by that someone doesn't come asking when the next shipment is arriving for this and that and this and that. All of it wears me down, and I find myself feeling constantly hungry. I know how you feel. Thank you. A pity you don't sell fruit, but I enjoyed our little chat. I took my mind off my troubles for a moment. Oh, shit! Never mind, if nothing else, you left her with a positive impression. Let's move on to the north side of town, shall we? Fuck! I'm trying to help this guy sell some fucking fish! What is it? Don't mind, I'm rather busy. Oh, God's my stomach. Ugh. Eat the sickness? No, nothing so unusual. In my hurry to get back to work, I just ate a little too quickly. You should take it easier. Eat more slowly and savor your food. Would that I could, but I can't afford to be idle. Like as not, circumstances will surely get worse before they get better. And so I'm working as hard as I can while I still can, the better to be. Sorry, hiccups and... Ugh. How do you intend to prepare? By stockpiling supplies? That I need to earn coins so I can buy food, medicine, whatever have you. Do we have anything suitable, Matzia? Oh, we do have some dried products too, Thavnarian cucumber and papaya fish. They're the last of the batch, so if you're interested, you can have them for a discount. Truly, by all means, I'll take them all. You succeeded in making a sale! You remembered what I told you earlier, that I preserve what I catch, which serves to show the importance of being attentive. Yes. Thank you so much for your demonstration. It was a truly eye-opening experience. Come, let us return to the pier. Thank you so much for showing me how to talk to customers. You managed to sell to one of the 3 people you approached. It was difficult, but when you put your mind to it, you succeeded. Though you did fail too, but there are lessons to be learned in both success and failure. By applying yours, I'll endeavor to become a better peddler. I guess you probably could sell to all 3 maybe, but yeah, whatever. Still, there's only so much I can do alone. I hope that things will return to normal for Kalzal soon. I thought I heard a familiar voice, and who should it be but Matzia? Oh, it's Kalzal. I didn't even realize that was him talking. Kalzal, have you finished your business at the guild? So you were there too. Forgive me, try as I might, I can't find any buyers. With no ships coming in and hardly any going out, there simply aren't any options at this rate. So you can't buy my fish anymore. I'm sorry, Matzia, I truly am. But for now you must peddle your own goods. But by myself I can't. I want to help you, I do, but as it stands, I can barely help myself. I've poured my all into the consortium, and I'll be damned if I let it fall apart. My friends and families depending on me, and I won't fail them. The sisters as my witness. Magus sisters? Magus? Kalzal. Not to worry. Using what I've learned from you, I'm sure I'll manage somehow. Well, I had best return to my village. My thanks again, and please take care on the road. You too. Poor babies. Oh, side quests up the ass. I see you've been busy. Managed to learn a tidbit or two, I trust. I see. We also heard that the town was affecting many locals' livelihoods, but to think that it would be to such an extent. For another notable, if not wholly unexpected discovery, disappearances and kidnappings are disturbingly commonplace. As before, the culprits are almost certainly tempered Imperial soldiers. And as before, they mean to use the faith of their hapless thralls to call forth a lunar primal. Business as usual for the Telefroi. Austinian! House of Divinities. Judging by his furrowed brow, something important has occurred to Astidian. That Matsia fellow you were helping. He's Akasodara, is he not? Apparently, 'tis almost exclusively his people that are being kidnapped. Should he be traveling alone? If summoning is this perpetrator's aim, it doth stand to reason that Akasodara would be their primary target. For 'tis the faith of their ancestors which prevaileth in this land, and many are devout adherents still. We'd better go after him. Akiali lies to the west, as I recall, the same direction as Trial's acquaintance incidentally. It's settled then. Keep your eyes peeled while we make for the village. Alright, and that's gonna be what we do next time. I gotta make sure that this video gets out today. So we'll go do that in a minute. I gotta fucking go to the bathroom, but I hope you guys are enjoying. If you guys have been playing Endwalker, let me know how you feel about it so far. Actually, let me know how you guys feel about it so far. It's been great. You know, obviously we're still in the beginning throes of it. I'm hoping video 2 will be the dungeon, but we'll see. We're about halfway, a little under, but about halfway to 81, and that's obviously the dungeon. 81, 83, 85, you know. But let me know down below, and if you haven't played, if you're excited, and I will see you guys next time. Hope you're staying safe with everything going on. Love you all. Hope your dreams come true. Peace out, everyone.